Hi, and welcome again on eValiQuest portal. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can replace a filter on your existing ductless fume hood. To do so, we are here on the home page and you click on Replace the filter on your filtering fume hood. Once you've clicked on that, you see here a page on which you have your equipment inventory. There is already a fume hood registered in this list, because you already bought maybe one fume hood through eValiQuest risk assessment. If you want to add a new equipment which is not in the list, you click on Add New Equipment. To identify that fume hood, you first of all have to select a brand of the fume hood. Next, you can select the model of fume hood that you bought, and you have to fill in the serial number of the device. These three informations are mandatory to give us. Next, you can download any pictures of the equipment so that we can better identify the fume hood, or you can download the serial number by clicking on Browse here. Once you continue, you can give us more information about the filter configuration present on the fume hood. It is not mandatory, but it's very useful for our teams in the R&D department to know more about the fume hood that you have in your laboratory. To identify that, you can click on Main Filter, a main filter of activated carbon. You can choose the type of activated carbon that you have on the fume hood. Do you have a safety filter, a backup filter on top of the fume hood? Do you have a particulate filter to capture powders? Do you have a pre-filter? And you can give us also the information if there is a detection option present in the fume hood. Can you give us the date of last filter replacement? That is also very useful information so that we can better identify your need and the fume hood that you have in the lab. Once you've completed that with the information that is available to you, you can click on Validate. Now we have here in our inventory the fume hood that you selected on eValiQuest. You can select it now, and to replace the filters on this fume hood, to send us that inquiry, we ask you to give us the eValiQuest reference of this fume hood. If you have that reference, please complete it here so that it can be attached to the eValiQuest or the ValiQuest file that you validated when you bought the fume hood. If you don't have the reference, please complete a new risk assessment by clicking here on the right so that you can describe your current handling operations. Once you click on this, you arrive on a page on which you find all the different manipulations that we already analyzed for other customers. You can scroll down and select the manipulations that you would like to do in the fume hood, in the existing fume hood. For example, we choose here manual dissolution. And here on the next page you find a list of different chemicals that can be used when you do manual dissolution. In this case, for example, we're going to use ethanol at 100%. Here it can give us the quantity of ethanol that is going to be used for each manipulation, and how long are you going to be exposed to ethanol when you're using the product. In this case, 2 minutes. If you want to add any other chemicals which are not pre-listed, you can do that by clicking here on Other Choices, and you find here a list of chemicals that were already validated by EURLab in a previous stage. You can also look for them by filling in the CAS number. If you fill in a chemical that is not in the list, please send us the MSDS file or the safety datasheet by clicking here on the right dot, MSDS. You can then as well fill in the concentration, the quantity used, and the exposure time per application. Once you've done that, you can click on Continue. What is also really important for us to know is the frequency of use. How long, how many times are you going to use a chemical? how many times are you going to do the manipulation. Are you going to do that 10 times per month, 10 times per day, or per week? And if you want, you can also change that for each product that you're going to use for this application. You can give us any further comments about your application or add a picture or procedure so that we know more about what you're doing exactly in the fume hood. I click on confirm to send it to the lab. Here we get a summary. You can also describe another handling application, or you can just confirm so it's been sent to the lab. Here you can again confirm your filtering fume hood and filter replacement request. So here you have a summary of the fume hood that you registered. We have the eValiQuest number, the filter type present on the fume hood today. Is there a main filter, safety filter, etc. So you find all this information here. You click on validate, and your inquiry has been sent to the R&D department of our lab. Thank you very much for using eValiQuest.